Hello, this is Keisha Kirby, and today we're going to cover hair color. And our subject is going to be toners expressions. How to tone hair. What to tone hair with. Toners or traditional toners are used such as semi-permanent, demi-permanent, or long-lasting semi-permanent and permanent hair color products that are used primarily on pre-lightened hair to achieve a paled and delicate color. Things you want to remember: you never lift pale yellow, you never lift past pale yellow. Hair will become mushy, hair will lose its elasticity, will be harsh and brittle when dry, often suffers breakage to pale yellow and neutralizing unwanted tones with a toner. In other words, you have to be very careful when toning your hair. Now let's talk about the expressions, how to use toner. We're going to express that. Again, remember the first steps I told you about at the beginning, what you want to never do and the things you want to pay attention to, because toners are used primarily on pre-lightened hair to achieve pale and delicate colors. Toner require a double process application. The first process is the application of lightener. The second process is the application of toner. No-lift demi hair colors are often used as toners. Again, it is a double process when you're using toners. You lighten the hair first, and then you're going to tone it with a demi-permanent. You also want to now look at your contributing pigments. Your contributing pigment is color that remains in the hair after lightening. It is essential that you achieve the correct foundation in order to create the right color and degrees of porosity and required for proper toning development. You always want to read the manufacturer's literature. It is important to follow the literature closely and understand that over-lightened hair will grab the color of the toner. Again, over-lightened hair will grab the tones of the toner. So keep in mind, I've seen where people remove toner too fast because they're scared of the color, but you haven't given it its total processing time. Always read the total processing time and look at the stage as to where your hair is to know the proper toner to use. Toning, lightened, and dimensional colored hair. It is important to consider the variety degrees of pigmentation. Avoid affecting untreated hair by using a non-oxidative toner, the scalp on the hair. And when you look at the pictures, you can look at what I'm talking about as I read. The type of hair color produces no lift and gentle on containing no ammonia. Use traditional semi-permanent color to deposit color with no lift. Use demi-permanent use demi-permanent. It will not cause additional lightening and last longer than temporary or traditional semi-permanent colors. It is a no-lift deposit color that will not cause the hair any problems. It is what you want. Now you want to perform a strand test for your best results. So in other words, if you're not certain about the color you want to tone with, don't just slap it all over the whole head. And then you have a mess you have to undo, ruin and bother the integrity of the client's hair. What you would like to do and should do is do what's called a strand test. You will perform that strand test and make sure you put the proper colors on there to reach the tone that you want. That decolorized level, then you use the toner, and sometimes it might not even be necessary. But if it is a cool totality is desired, a toner will be required to cancel out undesired yellow contributing pigments. Consider the porosity and the difference in the pigmentation of the hair strand. Look at what you can do. Now, when you look at these toner, you have a lady in here and she's toning the hair. She's put it all over. Your speed and accuracy are both important factors in application. When you apply, you have to have speed and accuracy. They both work together, and it will determine to a large extent whether you will get a good color result, and it will make sure it's what your client desires. The procedure for allowing low or non-peroxide toners may vary. Always remember, follow the manufacturer's directions because the procedures will be different. Your mixing can be different. Your time frame can be different. All of these play a major factor in toning. The procedure for toning. Check your instructor for directions. Students can always ask me, and again, I will always resort back to a patch test and the color chart and the color wheel to ensure that we know what we're looking for and what the desired color will we achieve that. Again, this is Keisha Kirby with Haircolor Toner's Expressions. This is the conclusion. So remember, semi-permanent, demi-permanent, and your permanent colors can work as toners. Just know that when you use your demi-permanent and your permanent toners, those last longer than your semi-permanent toners. And you always, always, always want to follow the manufacturer's directions so that you will have a successful and desired color. And that also begins with knowing your color theory and doing a patch test. Again, I am Keisha Kirby, and I'll see you for my next video.